The royal palace gleamed against the backdrop of Capital World sunset, a crystalline monument to perfection that hid a rotting core. Inside, Queen Livia, a holographic projection of calculated benevolence, gave Commander Hale his marching orders: end the rebellion on Seraph 4 and eliminate its leader, the undefeated warlord Gamma. Hale, a veteran whose soul had been eroded by 15 years of gray morality and silent compliance, accepted the mission. In these moments, one can't help but see echoes of our own world's chaos, where soldiers are often just currency spent by those safe in ivory towers to purchase power they do not need. Seraph 4 was a graveyard of ambition. Hale's squad dropped into a silence that felt heavy, the kind that precedes a storm. The ambush broke it apart, plasma fire raining from the ruins, pinning them in a kill box. Then she appeared, Gamma. She dropped from the sky like a thunderbolt, blue skin pale as moonlight, silver eyes void of fear. She moved with a fluidity that mocked physics, her spear humming with lethal energy. She was the perfect weapon, convinced of her own immortality. She and Hale clashed, a blur of nanoblades and sparks, smashing through the floor of a ruined temple into the darkness below. The dust settled on a forgotten truth. They lay in an ancient council chamber, surrounded by statues of humans and aliens clasping hands. A history erased by the victors. Hale saw the crack in her armor, a tiny flaw in her perfection. He struck, shattering her defense, but instead of a killing blow, he offered a datapad. The files were damning. Her own commanders had orchestrated the war, sacrificing her family in a false flag operation to manufacture her hatred. The realization broke her. She wasn't a hero. She was a lie, wrapped in power armor. When the Imperial Guard arrived to silence the loose ends, the lie fought back. Gamma and Hale forged an alliance in fire, their backs against the ancient stone. Even Lieutenant Kess, Hale's intelligence officer, turned her weapon on the oppressors once the evidence became undeniable. They hijacked the communications array, screaming the truth across the sector, igniting a rebellion that shook the foundations of the Empire. But freedom demands a blood price. They faced Commander Valkas, a traitor to the truth, and put him down in a synchronized dance of violence. Then came the tragedy of Verax, Gamma's oldest friend, who held hostages in a desperate bid to preserve the old world. With a heart heavy as lead, Gamma ended him to save the innocent, killing the brother to save the strangers. Queen Livia demanded Hale's return. He refused, choosing the hard path of treason over the easy path of obedience. Together, the human and the alien assaulted the Imperial flagship, wielding the heart of Seraph 4, a crystalline artifact that neutralized enemy technology with a pulse of ancient history. They breached the bridge, cornering Commander Draus. The fanatic initiated a self-destruct and a data purge, offering a sadistic choice: save the archives to prove their innocence, or save 300 prisoners. Gamma didn't hesitate. Lives can't wait. They executed Draus and fled, but the clock was merciless. Sergeant Tiller, piloting the last shuttle of refugees, couldn't clear the blast zone. In the cold calculus of survival, he became the variable that mattered. Transmitting a final dry joke about his overdue vacation notice, he steered his damaged craft behind a moon, using it as a shield against the supernova of the flagship's death. The explosion painted the void in violence. Tiller died in the dark so 26 children could see the dawn. They buried him on that nameless moon, Gamma performing the sacred rites of her people for a human hero. An honor bought with the highest currency. Years later, the scars on Serra 4 have healed, covered by the gentle forgiveness of nature. On a balcony overlooking a rebuilt city, Hale and Gamma stand together. They are no longer soldier and warlord, but husband and wife, their hands, one flesh, one mechanical, intertwined. Below them, their hybrid children play, laughing in a garden that was once a battlefield. It serves as a final, quiet reminder that while history is written in blood, the future is written in love.